Hello, my name's Lee and welcome to my channel, Englishman Conquering the States. My channel is all about backpacking, camping, hiking and finding anything out there that we can do on the outdoors. As we take my journey to the United States, I'm going to open it up to everybody here that subscribes. If you're watching my video, please press the button, subscribe, and let's pass it on. Get as many subscribers as I can. My journey is to begin here in New Jersey. I will select 3 locations, and from those locations I will visit, I will camp, I will hike, and I will share my stories with you all as we continue the journey. From New Jersey, I will then select 3 other, whether it be the states, whether it be New York, whether it be within the circuit here, but I will let you all select where I disappear, where I go, and we'll go from there. Today, I'm just going to go over my backpack. This is a standard backpack that I go and take just on a standard hike. I also pack certain things just in case something happens and we end up staying overnight. Well, let's just hope that never happens. But if we do go on a day hike and things happen, and they do happen, we'll be prepared. So let me take you through my backpack and just show you my daily walk. Okay, so let's go over the gear that I get on just on a standard backpacking day-to-day thing. Got here is the Black Sierra. This is a 25-liter backpack, really light. I love it. Strong, very nice. Got the airflow there, stopping with the sweating that you get mostly. Nice padded out corners too. Okay, it's great. Very comfortable. Comes with top pockets. You got a front pocket on here. Also comes with the side pocket. You can get an additional gear in. Lots of pockets on this one. The big main one inside. The big one that we got here. Very big. Got one big whole compartment with a selection of the second compartment. And if you need to as well, up at the top, I can even add my water bottle here. So I can have a water bottle that then comes out and attaches, so I can have my drink inside on here. So that's the thing that I do like about this. It's not expensive. I believe this is around, I want to say $20, which is really good for a good tough bag. I can get so much in. Yeah, I'm going to go over those details now, but the Black Sierra, definitely a yes plus for me. So among other stuff, you go along with the camping stuff that you have. Now you have an option. You have a tarp, or most times if you think that you're going to go too far and you're not going to make it back, you can take yourself the light tent that you have. This is my Lanchan that I have. This is the really light. I think it's less than 4 pounds when it's up. You know, it's a two shell tent, light as hell. But yeah, it's you have the option of there. So I have my Lanchan there. Majority of the times that I do take a tarp. Tarps, you can just create yourselves different types of tents. You can do different formations. You can have simple, you can just go from tree to tree. Or if you know, even if you got your sticks with you, you can just hook these up. So these are great to have. Sometimes I just go with the tarp. If I know that I'm going out for a longer hike, maybe 12 to 15 miles, I would take the Lanchan. Along with taking the tarp or the Lanchan, you basically have the lower tarp, which is the footprint. I like this because, again, you can use this for multiple things. If you have your tent, you could use this for wrap yourself up warm, or anything you like. But yes, I use this. Very light. It's easy to use, and yeah, can't go without having that. In addition, I have a bag full of pegs that I take. It's good to have multiple ones. I have these ones here that are different selections, different styles. These are like smaller I like these ones the best. They're four-sided, and I believe that they dig in much more than the standard triangle one that we have here. The triangle ones I find they're not as strong compared to the red ones. I mean, I'm really that, and they don't bend at all. I like these. So we also have some additional titanium 9-inch pegs that I normally take as well, just in case anything happens and I can't get into the ground. It's good to have that extra ground, right? So you just be able to push it in. So I have the 9-inch ones that I also take along with these. I didn't pack them in this one because of the weather. It's kind of snowing and raining right now, but yeah, that's what I do for the taking on that. In addition to that, I also bring with me shot cord. Shot cord is very good, especially if you're bringing your tarp and you need to make alterations during the night or something like that, or you need to tie off the trees and you just need extra strength or whatever. I have some 500 mil shot cord right there. Also got our alien with these are great. I love these. These are the alien clips. Everyone's seen these. I guess they're called the rabbit ears. These are good. So I use those also as my tensioners. And in addition, just to bring just extra cords. You can't go without any extra cording, just in case you need extra tension, in case there's high winds or anything like that. So I find it's really good to have those as well. So for those that know, the Lanshan, that is created. There's no poles with that. You basically have to have your hiking poles. So I have take my hiking poles wherever I go anyway, because the hiking, going up mountains or anything like that, I helps my knees, to be honest with you, because I'm getting a little old. But there you go. So yes, I like these. These are real nice. They weren't expensive again. They were just simple from Amazon. These are the Cascades. I like them. 2 double adjusters. I really, really like them with the heights that you can do. And their main thing is they're so lightweight. They are literally like really, 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 really light. And like I say, they help out with the Lanshan, or if I am taking my tarp, I will use these to peg it out, similar to a Lanshan scenario. I don't really like to use the twigs or the branches from the trees. You never know. Some of them will break. You don't know what's going on. Some of them are wet, muddy, and it's good fun when you're out and about and it's getting dark. I don't want to be looking around for stuff like that, so I just like to be prepared and have it. So, yep, I use these sticks, hiking sticks, to set up my Lanshan, and honestly, they're good for walking too, because going up, got dodgy knees like I have, you're definitely going to need it. With that addition, everyone, pretty much any camper that has these, they're so good. Just simple foam, but believe it or not, even when you're hiking and you need to take a break, something's wet, you just unfold this out and you just sit down on it, or anything like that. Or if you're out pegging a tent, okay, and it's wet, okay, you can just unpeg it out and you just basically use it. It's soft and helps you out, and plus with the foam, it just goes back. It's a memory foam that I have for these. I believe I paid around $25. Got a pack of 2, but they're good. They're kind of memory foamish, and they go back in tin. I've not had any issues with these. These are great to use, and I highly recommend you get them. Now let's go on about the what do I use to heat things up. You got 2 options again. Okay, when you're doing a standard backpacking, the Tangier alcohol stove is probably the best and easiest lightweight of all. I find this so much easier. You just fill it up with alcohol that I have in the Tangier bottle, which we'll cover in a moment. But you just fill it up, you light it, and it just glows around here. And believe it or not, it boils water quicker than you would think it would boil. I was surprised. I think it took around to boil, I think it was 200 milliliters of water. I think it took around 4 minutes to boil to a full boil, which was really, really amazing with this. With that, it comes with the case. If you have a big pot, you can put the big pot over the top, or if you have a smaller pot that doesn't go around the 4.5 inches, this is there, you can just turn this upside down over the stove, and you can just put the lighter pot on top there. And the easiest distinguish of all you do is put the lid over the top and it goes out. No fires, nothing's getting hot. These are great. I absolutely love these on backpacking. Light as hell. I think they only weigh like 3 to 4 ounces without the alcohol, but right now that is real light to have, especially when you're backpacking and you're going off the 15-20 mile hikes, maybe longer. They're good to have. In addition to that, you could go the stove way. Okay, we'll go for the gas. This is good. This is a fire maple. I like this. This is my best one that I've had. It lasts me a while. And it's very simple as all packed into one. Just this out for you. You got your top there. You got your gas stove. And then you have your holder. Very simple. And with that, all this does is just simply, you got your little valve that you have on here. It's a very simple valve, okay? I'll shut and open. And just a simple cylinder goes on. Okay? And that's on like that. Simple ignition. Okay? You can put the things over the top here. Lock that into place. This then locks into place on here. And voila. Very simple. I like this. It's got all the measurements on the inside. Very lightweight. I like this at all. To boil water in this one. This is so fast. Clearly the gas is better, propane gas, than obviously the alcohol. But this takes probably around a minute and a half to boil water, 200 milliliters of water, which is really, really fast. But the downside is to have all of it together compared to just the light stove. It's probably all together with the weights. It's probably around a pound, just over maybe 1.5 pounds of weight compared to simple ounces here. So if I'm going for long hikes, maybe more than 20 miles, this would be the one I would take, because especially at nighttime, I don't want to be messing around and waiting much for water or tea, the coffee or anything like that. So I will take this one. It's very easy. If you do go with taking this one here, it's very simple. I have this Trangia, which is the best alcohol holder of all for the campers right now. It's the number one. It's got a simple valve. You undo the top. And after that's undone, you basically are just pushing the button and you tip. It doesn't come out without even pressing. You have to press the button. That's the safety valve for you, And then once you're done, you just tighten it up. It's done. Has a little hook on it, so you can see right here. You can calibrate that onto your backpack if you have an extra bottle or you don't have space in there, but you can do that. But this alone is just lightweight. These are not even expensive. To have the safety of going out hiking and not worrying that there's something that's going to leak in your bag, this is a game changer. And I have to say, everyone right now on YouTube is rating about these. They're no more than $20, I believe. The smaller ones go for, I think, $14. This is the medium size, which is half a liter. This was $19, I believe. And then the bigger one is only, I think, $25 or $28 for the bigger one, or the 1 liter one. But there's a way to go. These are the safety camping world of today. Now, for the light systems that I have here, I always take with me the flashlight, simple flashlight. I like this one because you can pull it out and pull it in for going into distance. You can go smaller, you can go bigger. If you could arrange that, I can just go smaller on here and then You know, you can see just as it larges up, which is pretty cool. I like that. Handy to have. Also, I take this with me. My kids got me this for Father's Day. I absolutely adore it. It's solar paneled and very, very simple, flat packed. Then it opens up. You can just hook it up to your tent or hook it up to your canopy that you have inside. And you got 3 lights. So you got 1, 2, 3 for lower dimmer. But this is great. It just literally, it's a lightweight. Everything's good. Solar paneled, so it lights itself up. You can even connect these with the sides on here. Okay, you can connect it to your thing, and while you're hiking, it's collecting the solar paneled, and you can use them. Got this nice little gadget. I got this. I was watching a video and some guy, I can't remember who it was. I'm gonna have to go back and I will put it on. I'll put it down below who it was. But yeah, I saw this and I was like, that's pretty cool. Oh, shape of a grenade. Very, very comfortable and easy to hold. It's got the caliber right here, so you can use this. It's got a little cutter on the side, so you can cut anything you like. You can sheath things out. It's got a magnet on here. And then you open this up, and it's got 2 little screwdriver bits. If you need to tighten anything up on your tent or anything with your gear, your equipment, light goes in there. It's magnet, nothing's coming out. It's pretty cool. You got obviously the Phillips and you got the cheese slice. And then the addition to that, you press and hold there, and you can see you got a cigar or a lighter, or if you're having trouble like lighting a fire, if you're in areas that you're allowed to have, you can use this and use that for that. It's great. And then in addition to that, you have a real bright light. And when I say bright, I mean this thing is bright. You can dim it down. Got the orange color. Then it goes to red. Now red is good, especially at night, and if you're stealthing. If you have this in your tent, it doesn't go as bright, which is good, and you can actually see instead of like when you put on the full light and you're looking in your tent or whatever, and you turn the lights off, you get that flickering in your eyes, right? So it takes a while to get used to it. Believe it or not, if you have it on red, you'll never have that issue. Plus, it's a good light to have inside the tent, especially if you're stealthing, and it keeps everything low and no one can notice or even where you're at. But this little gadget was only $6 on Amazon. Again, I will link it down below. And if you want to get one, go ahead. Not forgetting that it also has that bottle opener. If you're going to carry bottles with you, which I don't advise because they're heavy, plus you've got to carry everything out with you. But even if you're going to like on a car camp, you've got yourself a little bottle opener. Awesome. Now, for my charging backpack that I have, because obviously we're out and about and a little bit doing things, I have this backpack here. This was great. I got this from Amazon. And again, I'll link everything that I'm talking about today in there so you can see it in case you want to go in and get it. But this is, again, solar paneled. You can either have it hanging. You can have it just out if you're just taking time or taking lunch or whatever you're doing. It has lights, which is good. Gives you your powers. As soon as you pick it up, it gives you your powers. You have your charging station. You have the C. It's actually USB-C, and you can run other powers off. This is not just for powering. You can actually use these for multiple electronics that you're running, which is really, really good. And on the back here, you have where you can put your phone. Just rest it on there, and it's going to charge for you. You don't have to worry about cables. Or in addition, if you do need the cables, you have all these cables here. You have your C charging cable, you got your iPhone cable, you got all sorts of cables here, which is really, really handy to have. And it's not heavy. It is more heavier than I expected for a backpack. But the charging pack alone, I mean, it's probably about a pound in weight, To me, that's kind of heavy, but for what it offers, it's actually really, really good. And I've used this on a camp all weekend, and I've had everything charged up, and I've still had 3 bars on this to fully charge it. I could probably use it. I charged this up one time and left it for over 8 months, and I plugged it in and turned it on. I think I had 4 bars instead of 5. So this thing lasts you forever. It's really, really good to have. So with those that when you're using the alcohol stove, obviously you're in a surrounded area. I have one of these that's basically to help me shield off any wind or anything like that and just protect it. And that way I know it's good. But you can also use these. These lock in together and you can use it as a top. And you can, if you have a pan or anything like that, you can just rest the pan on there and you can use this as a cooking stove too. So these are good. Again, I'll link that out. But it wasn't expensive. This is light. I believe this is no more than, I want to say, 6 ounces. Yeah, great thing to have in the backpack, as you know. And yeah, I can't get it back together again. There we go. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out in there. But yes, these are good to have, especially if you're going with the stove selection of going when you're going for camping on that one. Let's talk about my video and recording equipment I take with me. So I obviously have my stand, which I'll show you in a moment. I take with me the microphones because these are good. I have 2, comes in a case of 2. It's good in case one dies down. But if you're out with 2 people, they can wear one, you can wear one. It's just a transmitter that goes to the phone. Plug it in and you can do these things. You do not even need to connect these to Bluetooth. It automatically connects. You get much better sound. You can also get to the tops. You can get those dubbers, which I have. They're good for the wind. But in general, these are good to have. I like to have the microphone because if I'm recording, then I'm at the tent, but my camera is, say, 15 foot away and it's windy. These microphones pick up everything. So it's easier to talk while you're doing something and not directly away. So I recommend, if you don't have them already, I recommend just getting a simple microphone to use when you're recording. I'm new to the recording side, but this is good to have. I've tested this. I've actually tested this and I've set it up in my living room, and I've gone into the bedroom and I've just whispered words and I come out and the recording has picked up everything. So it's great to have. For the recordings, obviously my waterproof case here, but I have the Asco Brave 4. These cameras are good. I like them. I have 2 of them. I have one which I use on my tripod, and then I have the second one that I use and I connect it onto my chest. So one facing forward, and then the one that's on my tripod is facing me. So when you're recording, you can get both the forwards and the back as you're doing your day-to-day backpacking, hiking. That's how you get the true stories from both sides of the things. In addition to that, we've got the batteries that I carry, a battery carrier case. I get 2 of these ones. I also have another backpack, another charger pack of these. These are good to have, charge up quickly. Also that I do, when I'm setting up my tents, what I have, and the reason I brought this is a follower. And basically all I do is put this on top of my tripod. I put the phone or my camera on top of it. And if I'm going to go and demonstrate and setting up my camp, setting up my canopy and showing you the different style of tents I'm doing, I could be 15 to 20 foot away from this. This is going to follow me around. Plus the microphone is going to help pick up the sound. And I'm good to go. So this wasn't expensive. I believe I paid $35 for this, and it is light as anything. And when I say light, it's 3 to 4 ounces. It is not heavy at all. And just to have this on push of a button and to have it following me around the campsite, it's just pure genius. Love it. So for my tripod stand that I have, It's the Olanzi. I've tested a few of these in the past, and I wasn't sure on which way I wanted to go with how I'm going to do the recording. I like this one because you have the option of using your phone, which turns around to 360. You can turn it around as much as you like. Or even if you're just holding it and you want to do a panorama, this thing just turns around with the lift up and then push it down, and it's locked into place. You can push this at any position you like. That's what I like about this one. It opens up on a standard, like a standard tripod. Okay, so you open up the bottom here. Simple, light, very thin light. And then it's got your telescopic. And when I say telescopic, it's long. I mean, look at me. I'm 5'6", and this thing is taller than me. It's probably around, I want to say, probably around 5'11", 5'12", or 6 foot, should I say, and tall. So it opens up good. And the base alone, the base is really, really strong. It holds up well, especially when it's got the 4 pegs rather than the 3 pegs. It's easier, and nothing like knocks this. Like, it's sturdy. It's really, really sturdy good. And it just packs out to nothing. So just take it, just push it in. Close it all up. And voila. And when I'm going, I basically will just put my camera that I have and out of the casing, and I can put my camera on top here, and I can basically do my simple. And it's light again, just sits inside of my backpack. Put it away whenever I want. I can use the camera, I can use my phone. I have the other one that will just be sitting on the front of me like this, onto the strap of my bag. And yeah, it's good to go. So that's all my backpacking stuff that you've seen. I'm hoping to get some videos out as quickly as possible. I'm trying to set up some free time that I have. Got a lot going on with the soccer world right now, which is good. But I'm hoping to get back out there. I like the outdoors, so I want to get that out as quickly as possible. So stay tuned. New videos coming out soon. And then it's down to you. You viewers, don't forget to subscribe. You subscribers and viewers, please watch them, share them, and comment. We're going to go to the next place that you choose to go. Again, I will give you multiple choices of 3 locations, and I will go with the majority. And eventually, before you know it, we're going to be from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast. And you never know, we might even make it to Hawaii, but don't tell the wife. Until next time, and thank you for joining me. Englishman conquering the States. Peace out.